It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Jared Goff. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Browns and the Bills, coming up next.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, here at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. Hello everybody, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they looked awfully good last week and came with...
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, who burst onto the scene back in 2016 as the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, and now in his 7th NFL campaign.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Dak going to start out going to the air. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Here's Prescott. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's now locking in on just one target early as he's spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play. They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 57 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
A big gain of 5. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Prescott down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The kick by Lutz is good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So that Charles is season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now gone. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now gone. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This will be kicked for... It's a 52-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them, but I'm quite sure.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Kamara. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. And fights him off. Oh, Prescott stripped. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. Smith catches left side. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at about the 1. Past midfield, look out. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and
finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Braxton Berrios, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ballgame. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. All level now and 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Out of the gun. Gone. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that is incomplete. Coverage a little too good there. Second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw again on second down. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw is gone. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. Past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Browns to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, gone. That's once again complete to Shark. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
From the 50, it's gone. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Chark, 40 yards. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
From the 29, Prescott. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Prescott down. got the connection to Moore. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Kamara up the middle. He's got it to the 43 here.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Prescott's throw completely to Waller. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. A first down throw for Prescott. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete there to Berrios. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Prescott. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a first down throw complete downfield and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge. Now they need to execute. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Prescott to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he'll complete this one to Berrios.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Big Ndamukong Suh, one of the league's best for a long time, getting a sack there. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And able to connect with Berrios. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Prescott on 1st down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Bills! Darren Waller from 3 yards out. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
Well, let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Goff now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Dak Prescott of the offense. Down 24-17. A minute 36 to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Here's Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allow him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. We'll get this up to about the 44. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now it's Goff. Goes right back to Smith again. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. What a finish in this one. weeks of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Former Heisman winner leading them out, the two-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
And he's looking good now. I mean, 5 touchdown passes in the last game. Okay, he threw a couple of interceptions. That's a little bit of a concern. But I remember a basketball coach telling me one time he had a guy average about 40 points a game. And he said the press got all over him because he didn't play much defense. He said he's averaging over 40 a game. The guy against him's not scoring that. We still have the advantage.
Yeah, and they got the win last week in that effort.
Even better. It's always best to clean up things after a win than after a loss.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. This defense for the Niners, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interception.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Well, they'll be led out by a man who needs no introduction, one of the most exciting players in all of sports. Now in his 6th season out of Texas A&M, Patrick Mahomes.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 20 carries, 110 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Falcon football. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Murray. Under pressure, they got him again. Ndamukong Suh, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. Excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Mahomes winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. They got to string together a nice drive.
Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From the 44, Murray. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. On play action, it's Murray. Steps away. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Brandon, there was more on his mind there than just getting to the 1st down marker. Saw an opportunity to get a big play and was going to let the defense do a lot to stop him from getting there.
Cook. Touchdown, Falcons. Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. So we're even at 7 now as they kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. That's complete to McBride. That's a staple of this offense. Drop route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He's got this complete to Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And again, it's Mahomes. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down right now. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in at the 5. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jamison Williams from 3 yards out. And the Niners have moved out in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Murray now. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on first down is Murray. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that's a bit of banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today. But they'll take that one right there. Helping force that incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Mahomes to throw once more. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll send Austin in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes taking a shot for Samuel. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers! Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half from Murray. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. And we... now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Wants to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. To the 43, 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to Waller. He'll get it inside the 20, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Rondell Moore, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. From the 6. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one, because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, 3rd quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And they're going to get this up to midfield. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now on this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And now off to the races, down the right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Dalvin Cook with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Murray going to take off with it. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. From the gun, Murray. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Here's second and a yard. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. Here's Murray from midfield. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Murray. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. To throw again on second down. Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown Falcons. Jamison Crowder. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot before the ball. But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Mahomes firing complete, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On first down, Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. This one swung out here to Jones. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know tight ends love this run because a lot of times they'll make a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running a jet sweep. This is Austin. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
I know we're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they're running what is really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's more. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Murray. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Murray's throw taken in there by Crowder. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles. Pretty simple formula. They go down to get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And the timing a bit off that time. He's out in front of the ground. So 4th down coming up. And trying to get some question for me. Where does 4 down territory begin, possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you're at 4th and 5 or less, because you got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams. But I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. He had the interception woes in regulation, and now they carry over into overtime. And on the other side, CD, all they need is a field goal to win it.
I'm glad you pointed that out, Brandon, because he has not been sharp all game long. He's been running.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 2nd down, Cook. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown and a game winner in OT. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Atlanta, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.